Okay, that's good. Jim Jones was born in 1931 in Indiana. His love and passion for faith and religion developed at an early age. He was known to look down on the behaviors of other boys his age because they didn't have such an intense interest in faith as he did. One witness said that one time Jim's friends wanted to go hang out instead of worship, and Jim got mad at that, so he got his dad's gun and started shooting at his friends.
Jim was raised in church, and if you don't know what that is, it's like emphasizing faith healing. Faith healing is where someone is blind, where they say someone is blind, and they might be blind, and they are chosen that week to be healed by God, and then, like that, they're blind.
They're not blind.
They're not blind. They're not blind anymore. At the age of 16, Jim became very interested in helping the poor and the less unfortunate. He spent a lot of his time preaching in the inner city, white and black neighborhoods. A couple years later, Jim became a preacher at the church near his house, but his beliefs caused problems within the church, so he had to step down from his position.
After stepping down from his position, he decided to create his own church community, and he named it People's Temple. He found it hard to believe in God when he was exposed to so much poverty. To heighten people's interest in People's Temple, he focused on helping the poor and creating an overall helpful community. The temple slowly started gaining in numbers, and his people started seeing him as their God.
Jim Jones brought large crowds of people into his community where they were fascinated by his healing and miracles, which were later proven by the stage. Later, hundreds upon hundreds of people began part of the People's Temple. They came into the People's Temple. Jones decided to move his community to Guyana. I don't want to read. Can I
You're almost done.
Okay. He named his settlement Jonestown. He would frequently stage a fake suicide, which all of his people in case they were ever attacked.
He would hand out a cup of Kool-Aid to all of his people and require them to drink it, telling them it was poison, and then laugh afterwards, saying it was only a prank. Well, not really a prank. It was a joke to make sure they were loyal, and if they weren't loyal, then he would kill them.
It was more than a joke.
It was only a drill.
It was a drill. That's a better
yeah,
word.
that's what it says. Anyone who refused to drink the Kool-Aid would be tortured or killed. Anyone who tried to leave would either be captured or shot. Some people did escape by running into the jungle without getting caught, but that was kind of rare.
What are you about to witness is a reenactment of the actual event in 1978, which 909 people died. 287 of them were kids. No one was harmed in the making of this movie.
Enjoy.
That was for drinking my water bottle.
Someone is going to get healed by the power of God today. Are you blind?
Yes.
Do you want to see?
Yes.
By the power of God, I say you are not blind! Yes! You can see! I can see. Our next healing. Are you crippled?
Yes.
Are you in a wheelchair?
Yes.
Do your legs work?
No.
Stand up! Walk. You are healed, my friend. So what was your initial thought of Jonestown?
It was like happy town.
So when did things
Everybody was happy.
So when did things start going south?
Right when he thought he was God.
Why did he think he was God?
Because he thought he could heal people.
Were all those healings staged?
True.
I read on an article that it was people on the inside helping him out. Is that true?
True.
Oh, really? I read a story that a woman was on a bus and he ended up raping her. Did you know that woman?
I was right by her. I sat right by her.
So
I saw her leave to go to his private place, his bed. And that's where it happened. I couldn't help anything because I was the only woman.
So how did you escape Jonestown?
I ran, I had to sneak away from the guards, and I actually took hostage of this guard and took his gun and shot him in the head. And then I escaped, and that's how I'm here today.
So 909 people died in Jonestown, over 200 of them being killed. People like to refer to it as a suicide. Would you refer to it as that?
It was a massacre. Suicide, yes.
So do children kill themselves? Did all those children want to die?
No, it was a massacre from that stupid loco muchacho.
Jim Jones?
Jim Jones.
Did you know anyone that didn't survive?
That didn't survive? Like 909 of them didn't survive.
Did you know any of them?
Oh, yes, we're all dear friends. I saw friends and family die on the dead floor with a dead heart, with foam coming out of their mouth.
So are you offended when people joke around and say, don't drink the Kool-Aid?
Am I offended?
People like to joke around and say, oh, don't drink the Kool-Aid, and make it a joke. But the situation is very serious. Does that offend you?
In some form and fashion, yes. But technically, no. It's Kool-Aid.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. How old are you?
44.
What? How old were you when this all happened?
15, 14, 13, 12. No, okay. I was about 21.
21 when this happened?
Yeah.
How... what was life like in Jonestown?
In the beginning, it was nice. It felt like a nice community where everyone belonged. And then Jim Jones thought he was God, and we found out he had some mental problems, and he was an alcoholic and a drug addict. And then he started making us to do these fake suicides called White Nights, and then it got really weird.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah,
Weird.
it was horrible. The congressman from California came down, and this little kid tried to, this man tried to pass him a note telling him to get out and that he wasn't safe there. And he ended up dropping the note, and a little kid started screaming, he passed him a note, and well, we all got ratted out, anyone who was trying to get out, and the congressman ended up getting shot and killed.
Well, how did you get out?
Well, I was with my family when he called us down to the pavilion, and I knew in that moment it wasn't a fake suicide anymore. So we ran into the jungle, and there were people shooting at us, but you know, you got the ninja skills, you can get out. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello from the other. Okay, so when this all happened, how did it make you feel?
Pretty terrified. Yeah, if people didn't drink the Kool-Aid, they were either shot or it was injected inside of them. And it wasn't Kool-Aid, it was cyanide-laced Kool-Aid.
Laced Kool-Aid.
Slow, painful death.
That's why you always gotta make sure no one taps your drinks.
Drink your special juice so we can die together and live forever.
Whatever. Okay, go. You gotta be facing this way.
I will.
Your legs don't work. She's healed.
Wait, no, you gotta get it started over.
What?
Get it started over. It's so hard. Okay, let's get down to business.
Okay. So are we gonna have my fate? It fell.
There you go. He laced the Kool-Aid.